20 lakh students fight for 50,000 government seats and the rest pay a fortune, right? Management quota. But what if I told you there is a third option that costs 80% less, right? So let's get into it. So last year, let's say a student in Madhya Pradesh paid 49 lakh for 1 year of private MBBS, right? 1 year. That's more than the entire 6-year degree cost in Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, or Albania combined, right? Here's what nobody tells you. Over 20 lakh students write NEET every year. Only 50,000 get government seats. That means 19.5 lakh students are forced into private colleges where fees are like 10 lakh, say, lakh 1.38 crores for the full course, right? That's insane. Insane. And here's a trap. Private colleges advertise their state quota fees, maybe like 11 lakh per year, but most students don't qualify for state quota. They land in management quota. The management quota fees, that is 50 lakhs per year. In Rajasthan, it's 24, say like a 35 annually. In Madhya Pradesh, they charge up to 49 lakhs per year. What you don't know is that uspe hostel, mess, exam fees and miscellaneous cards say that you're looking at 60 lakhs, say like 1.5 crores in total. That is the reality, right? For a seat that does not guarantee better clinical exposure than a government college. So now let's talk about what actually happens after you pay. You graduate with a degree, then what? You still need to clear the next. India's new exit exam replacing NEET PG, right? So next is mandatory for every MBBS graduate, whether for AIMS or a private college in Indore, blah blah blah. So here's the brutal truth. You're paying 1 crore for the exact same exit as someone who paid 33,000 at AIMS, right? The degree does not give you the edge in PG admissions. Next case code does, right? And the loans. So most families take education loans at 10 say 12%. A 50 lakh loan over 10 years could become 85 lakhs. That's not education, that's a financial bondage. Now, let me flip the script. What if I told you that for the price of 1 year at a mid-tier private Indian college, you could complete the entire 6-year MBBS abroad, right? So, I'm very honest with you guys. ठीक है कि बाहर पढ़ने के लिए क्या-क्या होता है and like what are the costs and stuff. So, suppose we want to study in Uzbekistan or something. The year 1 of the first year का fees जो होता है, that's like $5,600, right? That's roughly around 4.7 say 5 lakhs थोड़ा आसपास. But yeah, the total 6-year cost could come to under 20 lakhs including tuition, hostel, food, visa, government registration, सब कुछ. So let's break it down. University of Business and Science and Namangan, Uzbekistan में यहाँ पे it's like 2,900 per tuition, 400 hostel, 1,200 food, 300 visa, 300 registration. So total मिला के सब कुछ it comes somewhere around 5 lakhs, right? Compare that to even a cheap private college in India. CMC Ludhiana, I think it's like 6.6 lakhs per year, right? In Kyrgyzstan, there is this thing called Osh International Medical University that is giving the year 1 fees is like $7,500. Still, that's cheaper than most Indian private colleges, and you get a WHO recognized an NMC compliant degree. That is the most important part. Georgia, there is this thing called SEU Avicina. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but the fees is at like 9,300. That's for year 1. BAU International is 9,200, right? Both under like 9 lakhs, like 10 lakh for the first year, right? Including hostel and food. In India, that gets you maybe like 4 months of mid-tier private college, right? If you're taking management quota. Albania, there is this Mediterranean University of Albania, which is like 7,200 fees year 1. So my point is, guys, both of them are like EU adjusted English medium and NMC recognized. So until recently, foreign MBBS graduates had to clear this the foreign medical graduate exam (FMGE) to practice in India. But here's the update: FMGE is being replaced by NEXT, right? And NEXT applies to everyone: Indian graduates, foreign graduates, and everyone. So that disadvantage जो तुम पहले सोच रहे थे, that is completely gone. What about the clinical exposure? Another fair question. This is the reality, guys. Many private Indian colleges have attached hospitals, but patient load is what builds the clinical skills, right? In countries like Uzbekistan or Kyrgyzstan, government hospitals are attached to universities. Patient loads is extremely high. In Georgia, you're studying in cities with modern healthcare infrastructure. Okay? And if you're questioning about what about the language, then all these universities teach in English. The medium of instruction is English. You learn the local language for patient interaction, which, by the way, makes you a better doctor. A doctor who can communicate with the patients in their own language. So that's there. So how does this thing actually work? The first thing is that you would need your 10th and 12th mark sheets and passport and NEET ka qualifying score. That is important. No separate entrance exam for most of these universities, right? So you can apply only for these things if you can actually, if you have qualified NEET. That's the main idea. Step 2 would be contacting us on the email if you want to get the full details. We have tied up with a how should I say this, with a company that helps primarily for MBBS ke liye. So you can drop us an email here that hi abroad for better future, we want to do this, like we want to study for MBBS abroad, kindly give us the details, I'll forward you the contacts. That's how it is. Okay. They also secure your 1-year visa and TRC, temporary residency card, so you're legally covered from day one. That is the main advantage why we wanted to tie up, like that was the reason primarily, because they had already the setup things, right? And I thought it would genuinely help students in India with their MBBS, because MBBS is a huge money thing for normal students. So that's all. Step 3 is you fly out, hostel is pre-booked, food arrangements are in place, you are not landing in a foreign country figuring out alone. That's the support. There is a support system, guys, basically, right? Let's be honest, if you have a government seat in India, right, nothing beats AIMS for 33,000. But if you are looking at a private MBBS, especially management quota, you owe it to yourself and your parents to live abroad. Basically, this video was not for those people who have cleared NEET with a very good score that they are going to get government college, but rather for those jinko doctor banna hai, but they have no other option but to go for private quota. So you're not compromising on quality, you're not settling, you're making a smart financial decision that frees you from a decade of loan repayment. ठीक है, मतलब जहाँ पे तुम्हारा MBBS को 1 करोड़ या 1 करोड़ से 2 करोड़ में हो रहा था, you are getting it for only 20 lakhs. And also you're getting it from a WHO compliant and NMC recognized universities. That is the main thing. Yeah, and bahar par rahe ho, so that's there. So you're getting a globally recognized university degree that opens doors in India, UK and beyond. Okay. And if you're a NEET aspirant or a parent watching this, drop a comment with your NEET score and a budget. It's always better to drop us an email at this. We'll personally reply with the best study abroad option for you, and if you want to have a clarity call with me, you can also book that in the description. If this video saves your family even 10 lakhs, hit subscribe and link to the my clarity call is below. Let's talk.